Silence is good when you are not in the good mood of talking.
Okay.
Yeah, and second one, it could be like if you have a call with anyone, you have an nasty argument with another one, and you don't want to talk with them.
Hmm.
So then silence is a must because silence is better than saying meaningless words to them,
Yeah, hurting words.
hurting
Yeah.
words to them.
So,
If a person is loquacious, he's talkative. When he gets silence,
hmm.
then it becomes a major problem because it means they are unconcerned about us.
Exhausted in their speech, and then yeah. So that's also I come across this problem very often. No, sometimes people start talking, endlessly, and you won't get a leeway to put in even a single word into that. You are trying to grab the attention. Hi, Kusum.
Hello. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
How are you?
afternoon. You are good, looking good. In
Thank-
that the white t-shirt and your hair open.
Yeah,
Absolutely ravishing.
thank
Right.
you so much.
All right. And you took me by a shock.
Why? Why is it so?
So somebody told me my video is there on YouTube, and then I checked and I saw that video that class we had last time.
Yeah. I put on sari at that time.
Yeah, pink sari. It was Karwa Chauth. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I remember, and I uploaded a short of that video, and I
Yeah.
got 1.8K views.
Oh, okay. It was a surprise, but it was a pleasant surprise because first time I was coming on YouTube.
Okay, so do you like surprises?
Yeah. I like the presentation, everything, and no, I didn't say anything personal. I think I don't know whether I said anything personal. That's okay. Even if I had said personal, nothing, no, of that sort. Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
nice.
that was good. So, are you going to do that again today? Again, you will be uploading.
Yes. So I want to have a fruitful conversation with you.
Uh, so, it's your hobby, uploading videos. Is it your hobby?
No, it's not my hobby,
Yeah,
but I want to be consistent with this language. If I upload
yeah.
the sessions so
Uh,
that I can put my loads of effort so that I can add vocabularies, idioms, and new phrases. So it
mhm.
makes me happy.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Right. And that's one way of improving.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you are so passionate about it and you
Yeah.
want to excel in the language. Definitely, that's going to really help you. And I've seen you conducting some classes also. Yesterday, I saw one video. You were teaching somebody, I think,
Yeah. Yeah.
asking,
There
asking
is a girl.
about what education, about education. Good, that's
Yeah.
good. I was very happy to see you in the
Mhm.
role of a mentor.
Because it boosts our confidence.
Mm-hmm.
When I speak, I get stuck. What to say next?
Yeah.
So I think teaching is the best platform where you can learn.
Yeah. I might have told you, how my English improved after I started teaching.
Yeah,
So when you start teaching, you feel responsible.
responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to give the right knowledge to your learners and in
yeah.
the right way, right pronunciation,
Mhm.
right articulation, intonation, everything. So you try to improve upon that. And
Oh,
that's a self improvement also, teaching others.
oh,
You sounded like a professor.
oh my God. Ma'am, I want to ask, like I told you about my YouTube, it motivates me. So how can I elaborate in a good way, in a proper structure?
So about YouTube, you'll be knowing better than I do.
No, as I mentioned you, YouTube is not my hobby. I just created this channel for my child.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Uh,
That time he used to take sessions with Clappingo, but after some time he didn't post any conversation.
okay.
So now I have been using this his platform since 4 or 5 months.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
because I want to work on my communication skill and I am proving it motivates me. So
Yeah.
that is the reason.
So it's basically you are talking to the tutors, no, the experts. on
Yeah,
English. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, they themselves will make it interesting. The
Mm-hmm.
tutors themselves will make it interesting. Apart from that, you can ask some pointed questions, no?
Mm-hmm.
Some questions that are interesting, or maybe you are intrigued by the language. The English language is actually very, very intricate. Yeah. So rather complex.
What does
Intricate, no, complex.
it is complex.
Yeah.
Complex means difficult, right?
Yeah, somewhat, no, because you have to go deep into certain things to understand, and so you can ask some questions regarding this to the
Mm-hmm.
tutors, and they would be giving you the explanation for that. This way you can make it interesting. You can even join the conversation as a discussion. You can say something that you know about certain things regarding English, and then ask their opinion regarding that. In this way, you can make it interesting.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So you're doing pretty well. You are doing pretty well, and I have seen your interaction with Mr. Nandagopal sir and some other tutors. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so they're all wonderful experts in the language. Definitely, you can learn a lot from them.
Yeah, because language takes time.
It
It takes
takes time.
many years. But
It
if you're
takes
passionate about something, then you can achieve it easily and within a short period, right?
time. Right. Okay, today your topic is silence is golden. Do you believe in it?
Yeah, I believe in it. Silence is golden, but sometimes it is good, but sometimes it can be bad.
Yeah,
So both positive and negative effects,
yeah.
right? Mm-hmm.
So when is it good? When is silence good?
Okay, silence is good when you are not in the good mood of talking.
Okay.
And yeah, and second one, it could be like if you have a call with anyone, you have an nasty argument with another one, and you don't want to talk with them.
Hmm.
So then silence is a must because silence is better than saying meaningless words to them,
Yeah, hurting words.
hurting words to
It's
them.
always
Yeah,
said no. Just suppose somebody is talking in a not a very pleasant manner to you, then it's always better to count 10,
yeah, yeah,
which
yeah.
will
That
give you time to, okay, control your emotions, so that you don't, yeah, you don't reciprocate in the same manner. Somebody is rude to you, you don't have to necessarily be rude to other person. You can control your anger, and speak in that will give you time to speak in a tactful manner. Yeah.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. But if a person is loquacious, he's talkative, but when he stop, when he gets silence,
Hmm.
then it becomes a major problem because it means they are unconcerned
They're
about us, right?
exhausted in their speech, and then yeah. So that's also come across this problem very often. No, sometimes people start talking, endlessly, and you won't get a leeway to, put in even a single word into that. You're trying to grab the attention of that person, but it goes on. It is a
Yeah,
verbal diarrhea that's
it
happening.
it happens with me.
And it becomes really difficult. If a conversation has to progress, there should be
Hmm.
you should listen also, no?
Yeah, and we should have a solution of every problem, right? I
Yeah,
think we should not be silent because sometimes it can be danger for us, right?
yeah. At
Because
times, when you have to stand for your right, you have to
yeah,
speak up.
after a certain period of time, you maybe feel loneliness, right? And maybe you will get depressed,
Yeah, yeah.
or
If
yeah,
you
many
keep silent
problems.
for a long time, it may lead to depression.
It may lead to depression, and it may cause many problems as well.
Yeah, festering in the mind, those negative thoughts will fester in the mind, and it become worse and worse. It will affect the mental health of that
Mental,
person.
it affects the
Yeah.
mental health. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Hmm.
is there. So, when you have to speak out, when you have to, you cannot bottle your emotions. It's called bottling your emotions. No,
Okay. Yeah.
and you have to speak out, at least to a friend, or to your daughter, or to your sister, mother, father,
Mhm.
whoever it is. Right, that is very much important. Then it is not a good thing to keep silent. All right.
stress buster for me. It rejuvenates me because whatever in my mind, I just come out
Yeah,
in
yeah.
front of another
So
person.
you
So
are
I'm
using this platform as a stress buster.
no, platform is not stress buster, but I need someone whom I can talk and
Hmm.
I can
Here
open my
also you
mouth.
get somebody to talk to, no?
Yeah, I need someone to talk to because
Yeah.
otherwise I get agitated whole day and I will get so depressed, frustrated, and I sometimes I shout on my children as well.
Hmm.
So instead of doing this, we should have someone whom we can talk.
Yeah, that is also good. But do you have do you crave for me time? Me time. All right.
Yeah.
Do you crave for that at times? Me
No,
time?
I don't. No, I don't crave for that. But nowadays, I need my me time because of communication skills, so that I can
Yeah.
read and I can speak lonely and I can
Yeah.
read, write. So now I need this time. Otherwise, no, I'm not that kind of person who needs personal space. No, I
Okay.
love to mingle with the people.
It leads to introspection. No,
Introspection.
introspect. Yeah. About it can go deep into yourself and
Mhm.
understand more about you. So sometimes me time is good. No,
Yeah, we
that
have to
allows you to
get
think.
that right.
Yeah, what you have to do next, and how you have done so far, and what are the thoughts and the attitudes that are going to help you in future. All these things you can think about 5 to 10 minutes, if you can sit alone,
Yeah,
not surrounded by all the things, all the worldly things around you, all the time working.
yeah.
Instead of that, sometimes relax, think
Hmm.
about
Right.
matters of life, matters
No,
about yourself.
it's not possible. I
Yeah.
have two kids,
Maybe
ma'am.
when you grow a little older, you may want some time like that,
Yeah.
far away from the busy life.
No, no, I'm always swamped with my work because of my kids. My kids are young, and even younger one is an infant.
Yeah,
So it's very difficult for me to have the session as well. Now
yeah.
I have given him some snacks like chips, uncle chips. Now she's eating and enjoying. That's why I'm able to have the session with you.
So you are creating bad habit in the child.
I don't have any other option,
Once in
ma'am.
a while, it is okay. Once
Yeah,
in a
but
while, it is okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
So
I
now
don't.
every time she'll expect, when Mama is in the class, I want Uncle Chips.
Yeah, yeah. I have
She'll
no.
demand. She'll start demanding from you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So that is all about silence, and as you said, we have to speak loud. We have to be very clear when there is something that we are standing for our right. It is, yeah. You can, keeping silent then become a sin, isn't it? If you
Yeah,
don't speak out, then it becomes a sin. If you don't stand for your right, or stand for
yeah,
the right of people who are dependent on you, or
yeah.
who need your help. Society also, if you take society also, in
Mhm,
society there will be many people who require help, and if you
mhm,
don't speak on their behalf, they may not have that education to do that. So
mhm,
then you are keeping silent. Even that is a sin. But
mhm.
many of us don't have time to do anything, and then we keep on progressing with our own life. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I think
happens.
it's a nature, ma'am. Like it's a nature. If you are an introvert, so it's your nature. You will be silent when somebody is talking with you sometimes, right? And if you are an extrovert, if you are loquacious, then no one can make you silent, right?
Yeah, a gregarious person, a person who mixes with everybody, talks a lot. Such a person is called a gregarious person. And nice to talk to that person. Yeah, because
It
they
has
need to
to
start
be
talking.
true.
You don't have to talk, that person will go on talking.
Yeah,
At times it is good.
yeah.
And
But
sometimes silence is good because silence also is very eloquent. Eloquent. Have you heard
eloquent.
this word eloquent?
No, 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 no. Okay,
Eloquent.
yeah, yeah. I have heard of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Eloquent meaning one person can be a very eloquent speaker. For example, our prime minister is an eloquent speaker. He can go
Yeah,
on speaking and express all his emotions, everything in his speech. There are many people who like that, who are real public speakers. They are very
yeah,
eloquent. All
yeah.
right. But at times, silence can be eloquent. Can you think of a situation when silence is eloquent? Eloquent meaning that can express many emotions, many ideas.
Yeah. Mm, like as I mentioned, if a person is talkative and he stops talking, then it is an eloquent situation, right? So
The
much
person, a person can talk eloquently when he is expressing all his emotions, rhetoric, no high
yeah.
level language he uses. So a
Mhm.
person can be eloquent when he's talking, but when a person is silent, also that can become eloquent. So my
Eloquent.
question is that how can silence be eloquent? In which situation?
If a person is if a person is silent, it means there is something wrong. He he has lost his self control. His control is all the limits. Now he doesn't have anything to say, right?
Okay, then it is, yeah. So what I mean is that, suppose you are having an argument with anybody, maybe with your husband. All right.
Mhm.
So there comes a point when you feel that there is nothing to be said now.
Mhm.
Then you keep quiet,
Mhm.
and the husband will understand all your feelings at that time,
No,
that
no,
you are
no.
angry, that you are upset, and just the expression will do. Yeah. So then that time your silence can be eloquent. It expresses more than what you had expressed when you were talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he can maintain his silence, but I cannot maintain my silence. After 1 day, 2 days, yeah, it's too much for me.
Okay.
Now I need to
Okay. Then
speak.
his silence becomes eloquent at
Yeah,
that time.
he can be silent for a longer period,
All
but
right.
I
Okay.
can.
Sometimes, no, when some tragedy strikes, or when a
Mm-hmm.
person is very upset, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
if you go and talk to that person, it may not have any effect on that person. But just you hold the hand of that person, or no, keep a hand on the shoulder of that person and sit silently.
Mm-hmm.
It can express our feelings, our emotions, more than the words. Words
Yeah.
are inadequate at that time. When
Mm-hmm.
too much of no emotion is there, words become inadequate to express that. All right, then you
Yeah.
keep silent, maybe trying to hold the hand, something, and then the person understand. Okay, this particular person empathizes with me, sympathizes with me, or empathizes with me, and she understands my feelings. So there can be verbal, non-verbal exchange taking place. Without
Mm-hmm.
using words, there can be non-verbal exchange taking place. And it
Mm-hmm.
speaks a lot, no, more than what words can express. In such moments, no, the silence becomes eloquent,
Mm. But
right?
I beg to differ in this opinion, ma'am. Sometimes what happen if you're not talking with someone and you stretch it for a long period, then relation get worse, right? You after a
Yes,
certain period of time, you don't like to speak with them. You
that's
think, yeah,
also there. It
so
depends on occasion, it depends on the situation.
yeah,
So when a problem is there with the other person and you don't talk to that person at all, there is no interaction,
no
then
interaction.
yeah, then it becomes acute. The problem becomes acute.
Yeah, then you
Worsens.
don't
It worsens.
use.
So we have to understand instinct. Instinct tells us what to do at what time. No,
What time?
instinct tells us to be silent also, be
Mhm.
vocal also. Okay.
So why does it happen, ma'am? It can be it goes both ways, right?
Yeah, it is humans are complicated people, no? Human beings
Yeah.
are complicated people, and we react and respond in different ways. Different people.
We are not mature enough to analyze the situation, right?
Yeah,
We should analyze ourselves like we if I am wrong, uh, I should continue the conversation. How should I say? I should start the conversation.
yeah.
If I'm
You can
right, then
initiate
I
initiate the
initiate
conversation.
the conversation. Otherwise, I should maintain a silence for
No,
more
depends.
time.
Your instinct will tell you what to be done. Is
What
this
to
a
be
moment
done.
to be silent? Is this a moment to make that person understand through nonverbal communication, or is it the situation so bad that if I don't speak to that person, situation may become worse. It will worsen the situation. So
Mhm.
your instinct will tell you what to do.
Yeah, but
Sometimes we
sometimes
can
what,
make mistakes also,
yeah.
but yeah, you have to take that risk.
Yeah, but sometimes what happens, ma'am, I don't know what is that. Like, if if we have an argument with someone or we are conflicting, whatever the reason, but other person they don't want to talk. They
Doesn't
just
talk. Other
want to
person
end the
doesn't.
relationship. It whether it could your loved ones, friends,
True.
anyone.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why? So what should we do in that situation?
And so, you have to analyze the situation first. All
No,
right. And
no, what I do, I tell you, I
hmm,
try to I try to sort out that problem. But if other person is not interesting, so I try 2 or 3 times. After that time, after 2 or 3 times, I do the same. I
now
don't
you can
interact with
also
them.
give the cold shoulder. It is called giving cold shoulder.
So
Cold shoulder means you also try to ignore for some time. Okay.
so so how should I say? I I
Uh,
try to
I try to give a cold shoulder.
then I
Cold.
try to give a cold shoulder as well.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you should try all the tricks. No, just like there are so many arrows in a soldiers
So I think
that
2 or 3 times is sufficient, ma'am.
yeah, you try
Two
to try all the methods. First, you keep quiet, okay? Then you show with your expression that you are not happy with the situation. If that doesn't work, then of course, you give them a cold shoulder, all right? And even
or
that doesn't work, try to entice him with some good food. Man's way to the heart is through food,
yeah.
the way to man's heart is through food. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
So in case of friends or any other one, not whom we cannot enticing with the food.
then, then of course, you have to try to talk to that person. Swallow your ego. All
Okay.
have ego.
I think it is an ego problem. Some
Hmm.
people become egoistic. Yeah, I'm right, and I will do the things in my ways, on
Yeah,
my
so
way.
we will have to swallow that ego and then approach that person, take initiative in talking to that person. There is no such person like a stone who will not thaw, who will not actually melt, isn't it? Yeah,
It is
yeah.
ego problem,
We
right?
keep on trying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some people just want
don't
to
give.
satisfy their ego, right?
Persevere, persist and persevere
Yeah.
until you get a response from that other person.
How should we say they want according to their, how should I say,
They want
according
everything to happen according to their
according,
will. Yeah,
according to their will, yeah,
yeah,
what we
yeah.
do, that is right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people have this problem, too much of ego, but then you'll have to somehow find a way to get round, and then no, maybe you can satisfy the ego for some time, and then of course have a heart-to-heart talk or a straight talk. See, this is what is
Yeah.
happening between the two of us, and this is
Yeah.
not done. We
Mhm.
cannot go like this. All right,
Mhm.
we have to come to a decision,
Yeah.
and so that we can. There is a channel. Channels are open for communication. Unless
Yeah.
you open the channel, communication will not take place, and then
Yeah.
that will worsen the situation. Make him understand. Make her understand. Whoever you have problem with. All right, and then somehow or the other you will get.
Yeah. But if I don't talk with any people, if I get fight with anyone, then I feel uncomfortable. I always think about them. Yeah, what is happening? I don't like, and I
That plays on your mind. Keeps on playing in your mind.